Hey everyone, Ravi here. Last time we manual swapped our 2004 BMW 325 Ci, and on our first test drive it did not went so well. We attempted to do a burnout, we heard a loud pop, and now the car is making a nasty noise from the drivetrain. Let's get under this car and see what we broke. Everything looks normal under here, except for this oil leak that we have, and I think it's coming from the oil pan. See there, you can see the sway bar is all wet under here, and right up there you can see that oil leak. The noise we're hearing is coming from somewhere in here. Let's go back. This is the diff we installed, and that looks a little wet. I don't know what's going on in there. It looks like the CV joint here is leaking somehow. It's all in there. Nothing doesn't look obvious that it's broken under there, but the noise is definitely coming from the belly housing area where the clutch is. My guess is probably a faulty throttle bearings or a faulty clutch. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. The goal for the E46 is to make a daily driver weekend warrior. We're going to build it in stages, where the first stage is all bolt-ons and reliability. The second stage is to slap a big ass turbo on this car and see how much power the stock internals could handle. So let's pull this transmission down and see if it actually is the clutch or we have a bigger issue here. Before I drop this on my head, I gotta put the jack here. Nothing sticks out to me except that leak and that bolt we're missing, so further investigation is needed, where I'm going to pull the drive shaft down and start disassembling the transmission so we could get that down and see if it's actually the clutch or is actually something in the transmission. But if you guys like videos like these, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit the thumbs up so I know you guys like it. Wait, what? Is it loose? Wow, that wasn't too tight. And this one's loose. What about the top one? That was loose too. What about this one? Can't even get that one. No freaking way, bro. It's loose. Loose drive shaft bolt, that could have been bad driving on the highway. So after a big swap, it is a good practice to pull your car in and check all the bolts. Well, all the major bolts, make sure they're tight so nothing came apart like how my car, the bolts are loose. Oh wow, that's fucking destroyed. Okay. That's out. Okay, I got the drive shaft out, and this is all oily. It looks like it's leaking somewhere. Probably in here. or back here. I don't know. If they sell a replacement like this, I'll probably replace this. And on the Glebo, I really should have replaced the Glebo. This one's all torn up. Let me show you. Okay, this one looks like it's all torn up. The bolt looks like it's seized in there. It's all cracked all over. I'm gonna have to replace this one when it's time to reinstall, because this is trash. Okay, before we start taking anything off, we have to take this shifter linkage off and the bracket assembly. I need a screwdriver to undo these little clips and pull these out. Okay, let's try this again. I never took one of these out, but it seems you have to go in here. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh. Oh, there, yeah. That's the way you take it out. So now, I'm trying to get this one in here. So it should just come right out. Oh, there we go. Kind of twists and comes out. Okay, it's out. There's two little notches on the side. You pry something in and it just pulls it out. Okay, I got the shifter, the little rubber mount off. Now I gotta take it off from the inside, push the rubber down so when I drop the transmission down, I could get it out. There we go. That's out. And now we just push this rubber down. Okay. We're gonna have to take the clutch line off and the reverse switch. I might just leave this dangling here. It's not really heavy to cause any strain on that brake line. These seem to be in good condition. They're not bad. I might replace them when I'm doing the engine mounts. I might replace them then. Okay, I got the shifter out. All that's left to do right now is take all the bolts off of the transmission, take the transmission out, and start inspecting. So I'm gonna drop the transmission, get it out of the way, off camera. Okay, here's the transmission. It's on my toolbox, and there's nothing that I could see that's actually wrong. This little seal looks like it's leaking just a little bit in there. Focus. Yeah, in there. You can see it on there. Maybe I could replace that seal. But everything else on the transmission visually looks fine. Okay, this is the inside. I think this is because the oil pan that's leaking. I think that's why this is like this. And this is the throwout bearings and the spline here. The spline looks good. And the what? Oh my.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Wait, what? Wait, that's not supposed to do that. What the hell? It's the throwout bearings is destroyed, and it doesn't want to come off. What the hell? Alright, let me put you guys on the tripod and try to get that bearing out. Okay, the sleeve looks like it's still on here. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. It's off. And I don't think the throwout bearing's supposed to be in two pieces. This seems fine here, but this, no bueno, no good. Okay, let's go under the car and inspect that clutch. We might have to take the clutch apart. Okay, we're under the car, and everything looks fine, but the only issue I see is a lot of oil under here. Like, it's really oily. I don't know why. If it's that seal that's leaking on the oil pan, because I replaced the main seal. I'm gonna take this flywheel off and see what's going on in there. Okay, I got the clutch, the pressure plate, and the flywheel off of the car, and this is what the pressure plate looks like. It has some hot spots, but I'm probably gonna replace it. And the clutch, it's damn near finished already. I don't know why. This side looks to be in okay condition, but it's almost down to the rivets. And the pressure plate on the flywheel has hot spots. I'm gonna send the flywheel out to get resurfaced and reuse it. Okay, so now we know what the issue is. We're gonna have to order a bunch of parts to fix this car so we could get on to doing some more fun stuff, because right now it's just gonna be sitting in the driveway waiting for parts.
One eternity later.
This is our brand new clutch assembly.
Nice.
We went with the OEM replacement. The only difference, we went with a solid mass flywheel, and we have a new throwout bearings, which this one is in one piece, not like the last one. We went with a new, I don't know what you call this, but this goes on to the shifter assembly. A brand new one of these, and the rear bushing for the shifter assembly. I finally figured out why our clutch had like oil on it. It's because when we installed the clutch, we didn't put no tread sealant on the bolts, so oil was seeping through. That's why it was all oily. But I learned my lesson. We're gonna put tread sealants on the new bolts, and we're gonna install everything, torque them down. No more ugga-duggas. We're just gonna torque them down to specs and put the transmission back in. Let's get to it. First thing we're gonna do before we put the clutch in, we're gonna clean all this oil and clean all the treads. Okay, that's pretty clean. We're gonna put this on before we forget. This goes like this. Okay. Now I just gotta put the clutch in, so let me go grab it. Okay. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna put this one in, just to hold it in case it wants to come out. And now we're using blue Loctite. Don't use the red one, or else you'll never get the flywheel back out. So I'm just gonna put it all on the tread. There we go. Like that. think I left the bolt up there. I need the one more bolt and the socket. Alrighty, last bolt in. To torque the flywheel, it's 77 foot-pounds. And I might need someone to hold the front for me. So I'll be right back. Huh? Okay. Where's the pressure plate? Here we go. Okay, I got the shifter assembly in and the seal. So now all I have to do is install the transmission. So I'm going to clap my hands and the transmission is going to be already installed. It's been a while, but we finally got the transmission installed and now we're going to take it for our first test drive. Let's go. So far, we don't hear any noise. The shifter is shifting smooth. I guess we fixed it. A bad throttle bearings could do that. Keep a whole bunch of weird noises. Looks like there's no more noise coming from the clutch and the drivetrain. So I would say that repair was a success. But we're gonna have to break in the clutch, and it's around 500 miles to break in the clutch. We still have that major oil leak coming from the oil pan. So in the next episode, we'll be fixing that oil leak and we might be taking this car autocrossing. If you guys like content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.